OBS came on. I have so much trouble getting it to come on that it's always surprising what few times it comes on immediately as soon as I click it. There hasn't been an update in the last couple of days. Usually it's right after there's an update that it starts having trouble. But it's a whole day later. I was supposed to come right back and I didn't. I sat down on the bed and fell asleep, and I've been asleep for ever since. When was that? I know I said what time it was when I ended. Whatever time it was, I woke up an hour ago. It's now 1 a.m. the next day. So that's like... It was around 7 or 8, wasn't it? I've been asleep for around 18 hours. That's what that means. That's the way my entire year has been. I'm only awake 3 or 4 hours a day. For some reason. There it goes. The mouse was not clicking into it. I guess it was clicking in the desktop somewhere. I was trying to get it to stop, and it didn't want to stop. It wasn't stopping. Oh yeah, we left off with... This ain't Boris. Is it him, Boris? Boris Dijkstra's? Who's Boris? Which one is Boris? All the trolls have a name. I can't remember which troll's which. Every troll in the game has a name. I can't remember. For some reason I was thinking this one was Boris, but then I was like, this one ain't Boris, is it? Yeah, stop clicking outside. What? Where did it click? I didn't see where the mouse clicked. I have no clue where it clicked. It was over there clicking. It was trying to click Don't Starve or Subnautica. It had Don't Starve and Subnautica both highlighted. I have no idea which save file it clicked on to open. We'll find out. Either we're in the troll cave or we're not. We are? Yes? We are, and you have no head, so let's get your head back on. I haven't done anything to fix that yet. It's not that hard to fix. I should just go fix it. It's a merge error with the Geralt doublet. It causes that.
It's an old doublet. Ancient.
Yeah, I'll do, what he just said there, the old love letter, ancient. They're getting ready to cast a love spell in order to get Heritage to show up at the series. How many people notice that? But the funny thing is, earlier in the game, before that point, Yennefer and Triss were asking, back when they were on the boat, you know, how is Aridin... Ain't he gonna know? And Avallac'h, oh no, I'll disguise it. He isn't gonna know. No matter what they do to disguise it, it's still a love spell that they're casting. And what do we know about Witcher Universe mages? They're all evil pieces of shit, every single one of them. Hate, 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 hate. Vengeance, hate, kill, vengeance, hate, kill. All of them, except for one. Who makes love spells and writes poetry because he's a romantic who is just lovesick all the time. And Aaron is not supposed to know that the only mage who isn't running around vengeance, kill, death, hate, cast a love spell, you're not going to know it's Avallac'h. Really? Of course. Why is Avallac'h and Aaron fighting to begin with? They bickered in the novels. They weren't at each other's throats. They were not ready to kill each other. That is so incredibly not like either of them. Also, how do you have a paladin hero become a mastermind supervillain? Aridin wasn't a bad character in the novels. He wasn't a villain, he wasn't evil, he was a paladin. He went around rescuing people.
I never doubted you would.
He rescued Ciri.
Why did you? I might have just about.
Oh, wow, are you overburdened? Okay, what did I just thought he needed to meditate there, and I didn't keep track of. Was it 4 hours? We're going to go 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might have been 5 hours. I don't remember. We've leveled up a lot since we started this safe here, haven't we? Okay, 4 hours is what it was. Also, you need a drink. Let's get a drink while we're here. Avallac'h was just so damn lovesick over Laura Darren and writing poetry and not trying to not fall in love with Ciri because Ciri looked just like Laura Darren and was throwing Ciri in bed with everybody else because weird romantic thoughts in Avallac'h's head made him do so.
Can you hear me?
He's insane. But they're not letting anybody have sex with Ciri because, again, Ciri looked like Laura Darren, and nobody can get near Laura Darren. Why is there a flipping sword too? I guess it's supposed to be stuck in the ground.
What am I? Something gibber interesting?
Nope, we have no interest in gibber with you. See, you're right across from Lornrick? Is it Lornrick? I can never remember where to find him, so I can't remember what is his name. And have we?
Has not found the isle as yet.
Also,
It is a matter of time.
Wild Hunt. There they are. Those girls in the gold glitter. Scantily clad she-elves. The Wild Hunt was 5 scantily clad she-elves who were fierce Amazonian warriors, wore only gold glitter paint and scraps of fur, carried crossbows and regular bows, and never left Avallac'h's side, protected him very fiercely. Where are they in the game? You get the whole Wild Hunt the game gave us that came out of Dark Souls and has nothing in common with Wild Hunt in the novels. And that they call them the Red Riders as well. The Red Riders was a separate group. The Red Riders was 12 men who followed Aridin around. Aridin was captain of the Royal Guards, and those 12 men who were known as the Red Riders were the Royal Guards. I think they took an awful lot out of Dark Souls and Skyrim and tried to pass it off as, hey, look, this is Witcher stuff for the game. The game has more in common with Dark Souls and Skyrim and Fallout 4 than it does with the novels, unfortunately. It's still a good game, but to call it the Witcher series, or to call any of these characters Witcher characters, is a stretch at best.
I know. You'd never let me within 500 yards of Syria.
You know, I was thinking it was just gonna loop around and we could walk across, but we're following an entire river up, aren't we? Which I don't mind doing. We can do that. Somehow I thought we were in a different place on this side than we actually are. I've got the map mixed up with something else.
Tissue regeneration. She's feeling much better.
Yes, that's another question. That's what he does. He's a healer. He did that in the novels as well. Kind of a necromancer. I don't want to drop dead around him because you won't. You won't stay dead. You'll make sure of that.
It's time.
They leave Geralt and Yennefer. If you get that option, not everybody does. You have to do certain stuff in order to trigger it. A lot of people don't. So most people get to the prison and there's Margarita. And they get Margarita out. Well, there's an alternative to that quest, which most people aren't going to get. Very few people get it. It's the rarer ending. As a general rule, if somebody knows it's there, they will deliberately try to trigger it, but if you don't know it's there, you're probably not going to be able to trigger it. You kind of need to know how to. There's specific things you have to do that you're probably not going to do without knowing ahead of time that you have to do them in order to get that particular ending to that quest. And so sometimes some people get to the prison and it's not just Margarita. Sheila is there as well. I can't remember her entire name. I can't remember her full name. They call her Sheila anyways. It's another of the sorceresses, another mage. If you don't know the Witcher series, you're not going to know her. You would only know her if you already knew the Witcher series. It's an Easter egg. So when she shows up there, most people would be like, who's this? Why is she here? What happened? What's going on? They wouldn't know. If you already knew the Witcher series before you played this game, chances are high you're going to know who she is, and you're going to be, oh boy, we could save her. Or you're going to be, oh my god, I can't stand her. Can we kill her? A lot of people hate her. I think after Avallac'h, she's probably one of the most hated characters in the franchise. A lot of people hate Sheila. A lot. She is probably the most hated female character of the Witcher franchise. And she's kind of evil, so there's kind of a reason behind why people hate her. But there's a possibility of her showing up there. And it gives you a choice. And I've seen people get mad about it, and I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, wait, what? What just happened? Why did this just happen? I didn't get Sheila my first blind playthrough because, like I said, you really need to know that ending is there and then go out of your way to trigger it. It's almost impossible that you are going to trigger that by accident just playing the game normally. So I think it wasn't until my third Geralt playthrough. I don't think I triggered it the second playthrough either. I don't remember which playthrough I found it in. I'd found out about it. Calvin's the one who, it's always Calvin every time. Like I said, he knows the Witcher franchise way better than I do. And he's insanely in love with Triss. He loves Triss. He likes Triss as much as I like Avallac'h. Oh, he changed his alerts the other day. And I didn't know he did it. I did know he was getting ready to do Witcher 3 again. He's now, what's his 17th playthrough, I think. He's played the game way more than I have, too. So my channel was hosting somebody else. Usually auto-host. I have him set as the first one on auto-host. So usually auto-host just automatically hosts his channel. So it doesn't trigger an alert because auto-host doesn't trigger alerts. But it wasn't hosting his channel because somebody else somebody else had already been hosted and their stream didn't end, so when his stream started it didn't automatically host his stream. I knew he was doing Witcher 3. Well, I didn't know where he was in Witcher 3 because I wasn't watching it. So it was totally at random that it happened. So I went to his channel and set it to manually host. I had to click it directly from his channel instead of letting auto-host do it. And I didn't know he'd changed his alerts. Specifically for that one day only. The whole thing just popped. I didn't even look at where he was because the ad was still playing. So I didn't see where he was in the game either. Because when you open the pre-roll ad comes up. Well, the alert comes up. It says, Ilkat has taken control of my channel. Right across the whole thing. And he starts laughing. He says, I knew it. I've been waiting for this all day. He said, I put this here today. Like, oh, God, what did you do? Where are you in the game? Oh, let me think. He says, okay, we can continue on. What did you do? He's going around doing the side quests. He says, Ilkat's here, let's go. And I'm like, where are you in the game? Which invader starts through time and space. I couldn't start until you were here. He said, we got your boyfriend here and you weren't here. And I just started doing the side. Okay. Like I said, I wasn't watching his channel all week, so I didn't realize where he was in the game or that he had stopped doing the main story because he had gotten to Avallac'h and he was waiting for me to show up. Or that he changed his alerts because he knew I was going to host the channel if I knew Avallac'h was there, because I do. When I hosted his channel for years. He's been streaming longer than I have too. He's been, I don't know how long he's been on the internet. But he's been on Twitch a lot longer than I have. He's on my mods on my channel. You see him on my channel a lot. When I have chat on, he'll show up. He's always around. But he's the one who told me about this because he knew I look for things, and he asked me one day, 4 or 5 years ago.
Never mind.
Did you know Sheila's in the game in Witcher 3? And I was like, no, I didn't. I've never seen it. He says, yeah, it's this rare cutscene you can get. So he told me how to trigger it, so I was able to get it in the next playthrough I did after that. And I was surprised by how it's set up. you get to this scene, and you're told Margarita's really bad off. She doesn't look or act like she's really bad off, but you're told she's really bad off. You're told Sheila, you get there to rescue her, and then you realize, wait, Sheila's in here with you. How'd she get caught? So Margarita starts telling you, yes, she was caught before I was. She's been here a while. She's probably not going to live. And she is really bad off. And you start talking to her, and she asks you to kill her. And you have the option to, no, I don't want to kill you. I'll just try to save you. You have the option to pick that. So you can kill her. That is an option. You can do that. Geralt can just stab her, and that's it. She's gone.
Find the sorceresses of the lodge.
Or you could, no, I don't want to kill you. Guess what? We're on our way to Avallac'h right now. This is what he does. He saves people, keeps people alive. We can keep you alive. That option is there. If you pick that option, Yennefer's like, what the fuck? You disrespecting her? Then Yennefer turns around and kills her. And what the hell just happened? And the whole thing is so stupid because they are literally walking to Avallac'h right now. The very next thing, they are going to Avallac'h. They are taking Margarita to Avallac'h, which is that line that he just says, where you ask Avallac'h. There's the option to ask Avallac'h, how is Margarita? And he tells you he's been taking care of her, and
Nor yours.
he's been using tissue regeneration, is how he describes it, to help her recover. Well, he would have done the same thing to Sheila. He would have helped both of them. And you don't have the option. If you pick the option to do that, Yennefer turns around and kills her. And it's so stupid. I don't think Yennefer would have done that. Or Yennefer in the novels. This is somebody who was one of Yennefer's friends. I really don't think she would have done that. It's so stupid that the option to keep her alive isn't there. But then I found out later how even more stupid it was. Later, within an hour of playing the game, and then within an hour of gameplay, you're gonna reach a point where Ciri and Avallac'h are fighting. And you don't know why. It doesn't tell you why. They're just all of a sudden fighting for no reason at all. And Ciri's all, he's hiding something from us. We need to go check out his lab. So that you have the whole thing where you go and trash his lab. It's disjointed. It just shows up for no reason. There's no logical reason. Why is she all of a sudden mad at him? What the hell happened? When I was attempting to get Avallac'h to talk with his own voice instead of Geralt's voice, I finally found the dialogue files in the game. So I opened them up, and then I was like, who the hell knows how this is sorted? It was so messed up. They're not sorted by any type of names. They're just random numbers, random strings of numbers. So it's really difficult to figure out which dialogue goes with which character. I finally figured out there actually is some sort of logic to the randomness. And so I was like, everybody with this number set of sequence is all the same voice actor. Everybody with this number sequence is all this voice actor. And so I figured out there was a specific code assigned to each voice actor. So all the characters for Mike Maloney had a specific string of code. I could then search for that set of numbers. I was able to find all of Avallac'h's dialogue and all of the other characters, because he did about 30 characters. He has a lot of characters in this game. Well, in the process of doing that, I was going through and I found all these different dialogues from all these different characters. I found a scene where Avallac'h is talking to Sheila and Kira. I was like, wait. Sheila and Kira. Sheila dies.
Yes, we failed to.
And
Once through the portal,
Kira either has died or left
I landed right in the middle of
before the scene in the tent. And they should have been there. There was actually an option where Sheila and Kira could have been at the tent at the final boss battle, and all of the mages, all of the sorceresses would have been up there on the thing helping Avallac'h do the thing with the sunstone. They had the dialogues all acted out for it. Just before that, though, if you got that option, you also would have had, just before that, a scene with Sheila and Margarita and Kira on the boat arguing with Avallac'h over the fact that he was healing Margarita and Sheila. Philippa comes up with an idea because Philippa wants Ciri to become Empress. That's her goal. And then she wants to kick out all the other mages, including Yennefer and Avallac'h both, who are both very close to Ciri. She wants to get rid of all the other mages so that she can be the royal advisor to Ciri, while Ciri is Empress. This is Philippa's whole plan. So she gets Margarita to start accusing Avallac'h of trying to rape her, and convinces Sheila to help with that. There's a scene where those sorceresses gang up on him. Philippa plots this whole thing out, and these sorceresses all gang up on him. Ciri walks in on that. Here's what's going on. That's why Ciri is upset and wants to go to the lab. That entire thing is cut out. But you would have had the option. That's why you do have the option. The option is there to save Sheila, but then it doesn't do anything. It doesn't save her because Yennefer kills her. You originally had the option to save her, and it would have saved her. They cut that whole thing. Also, this is that burnt house we were looking for. Like, months ago when we were looking for a burnt house, and we went all over the place and we couldn't find it. If you remember that episode, this is that house. We just found it. So this explains why we kept missing. Why we kept missing the troll, and why we kept missing this burnt house. Because every time we get near Loruk,
I do, in fact.
we just jump in the water and swim across to Loruk. We never walk
I
around.
shall do.
And we end up missing the troll in the burnt house every single time. And I didn't realize it until just now. Here it is. There's that burnt house where I said it has all the bodies and the loot and stuff, which I just got all the bodies and the loot. And there's a lot of gold coins you can get here. That was back when we was looking for money. We needed money for something. I don't remember what we needed the money for.
Where are you going?
We need money for something, and I was like, I know where there's money. There's a burned house. There's a lot of money there. I can't remember why now. That was months ago. Are we also near the Squire Tell camp?
So, Geralt. Ready?
Are we actually coming up around... Oh, where are we? I'm trying to figure out where we are. What's the name of it? Inn at the Crossroad. Are we near Inn at the Crossroad here? I've confused myself somehow with where we are. I spawned in all the sorceresses back after I found that. I put all the dialogue in all the sorceresses.
Which does
And I
not
spawned them all in as travel companions so you could hear that dialogue be played. Because it's a thing that was deleted from the game, and I don't think there's enough of it there to actually play through it. When I went through looking for the scenes and stuff, it's like they ran out of time, so they didn't finish it, so they just cut that part out. I see a building up there. I don't think we have ever walked the edge of this, ever. Have we? I know, even though we have explored huge amounts of the map, there's still large sections of the map that we haven't explored.
I do, in fact, have this right. For only I know how to activate the Sunstone, which I shall do on my terms or not at all.
It's illogical that he doesn't have the Sunstone either. Because he had it in the novels. He just carried it around with him in the novels. Also, in the novels, it worked. Like, what's his name? Johnny Depp there, the character. Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow. The compass that Jack Sparrow has in the Pirates of the Caribbean games. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I don't know. I always say it Caribbean, but I think it's actually Caribbean.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn.
In the novels, that's what the Sunstone was. It was just like Jack Sparrow's compass. You pick it up, it shows you what your heart most desires. Did you just discover I was playing a game? Yeah, you came over to sneeze on me? Okay. Come tuck in. Come tuck in, yeah. Get you to tuck in so I can get the keyboard back where it needs to be.
Am I a banner to be held aloft and kept from the enemy?
I'm trying to figure out where you're gonna sit.
None of you has the
You
courage to
figure out
face
where you're
this
gonna
threat.
sit. Let me continue. I'm done. You gonna poke me? This world in this map in this game has so much space. Like this places that we're walking right now, you're never gonna if you just go by the quests, you're never gonna come to this area. So it's kind of almost like wasted space because no one ever comes here. It's just random exploring things.
Shame I can't do that at will because I'd really like to now.
Yeah, shame you can't do that at will because you couldn't do it to begin with because Avallac'h did it. Just like he did in the novels. That Sonic scream that everybody's like, oh look, Siri, Sonic scream. She can't do that. Avallac'h can. That was his power in the novels. That's what he did. Corner him. Do not corner him. You don't want to do that. Your brain is going to be exploded in your skull. Last thing you want is terrified Avallac'h around because terrified Avallac'h is very dangerous.
Or the bottom of the sea.
While Ciri clings to him, cowering, terrified because she's a weakling with no magical abilities and no skills in any type of fighting either. Superman Ciri from the game doesn't exist in the novels. we're at... Okay. Have we ever been to this area since we had
What of it?
the desert mod on here? I know what we have. I'm just thinking. We're at that place where... Oh, there's drowners up there. A bunch of them. Yeah, we're at this place where... There's like the prayer warriors, or whatever you call them over there, right?
Me?
Which we are close to in at the crossroads, right? Ain't it like over there? There's like another bridge section similar to this one. We've got a long way without our horse. You guys scared of? Panthers will run ahead to fight it, whatever it is. Okay, Panthers have killed it, whatever it was. Let's go see what we can find from it. It's wild dogs here that attack, right? Yes,
Nothing
it is.
to
It's
worry
wild dogs. Dog mods are conflicting, I think, right? Because we shouldn't be able to kill wild dogs because wild dogs shouldn't be able to attack us anymore. But I put this dog mod on that changes what the dogs look like. And I think it might edit that same file. I'll have to look. If it edits the same file, I'm gonna have to manually rewrite. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to rewrite because that's...
Alright.
I know how those files, how those two mods are made. The file that is going to be conflicting is a chunk file. And those can't be merged. You have to completely rewrite it and make a new file. Mods that are considered incompatible, and the mod maker says, you know what, this mod doesn't work with that mod, you can't use these two mods together. Usually, if you know how to deal with Witcher code. Crow's Perch. Okay, Crow's Perch. Yep, Crow's Perch is unlocked in this playthrough. What end did we get for Crow's Perch in this playthrough? This save file?
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the ML. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes.
But there's 1, 2, 3, 4 merchants in Crow's Perch. Is that right? 4? Or is it 5? Did I miss one? 1, 2. Could be 4, could be 5, right? Depending on what time, what quests we have done. Because of Fergus and...
Repeat it.
Is it Yonda? Is that her name? What is her? What is her name? They change over the course of the game. So you could end up with both of them being merchants, or one or the other being a merchant. It could be just him being a merchant, or it could be just her being a merchant, or they could both be a merchant at the same time.
Dead rock.
depending on how certain quests played out. There's specific quests that affect him. And this is the Regis playthrough save file, which I didn't do a completionist run. I wasn't doing side quests. So Yonda? I think it's Yonda. I'm not sure. I can't remember what her name is. It's the only word I can think of, but it doesn't seem like that's right. Is it right? Wow, it's been so long since we've been to Crow's Perch. We hate Crow's Perch. It's been so long since we've killed everybody at Crow's Perch. Oh, somebody thought making jokes was funny when we were at Crow's Perch about a year ago.
Can you hear me?
And then she went all over social media, Twitter especially. You can't ban me! I don't know why you can't ban me! What do you do? Oh, let me think. I don't like rape. I don't like even more jokes about rape. And hey, guess what? You're gonna start making jokes about rape with Avallac'h? You're gone. Ban you everywhere. I don't like Crow's Perch that much. So you want to make rape jokes about Crow's Perch? Yeah, I can make it very not nice for you. You can't come here to my channel anymore. Have fun. I can't stand these people who do that. They do this whole, oh, but I wasn't doing anything. I don't know why I got banned. The worst ones. I have never had it show up where it has happened in my channel. I've had men like that show up in my channel. I just ban them. But there's a trend. There's this weird trend. It's been going around for the past 2 or 3 months. You used to see it once in a while, but now it's like a full-blown trend, and it's... Which way do we want to go? It's that way that has the bridge, right? I don't know. We may end up walking all the way around Crow's Perch. But the last couple of months, it has become this weird trend, to the point... The whole controversy over the word simp right now, because everybody's saying Twitch banned the word simp. Twitch did not ban the word simp. Let's read exactly what they said. That's not what they did. But why can't you click? He can't pick that one. There we go. With the banning of the word simp, that seems to be, or the so-called controversy of the banning of the word simp, they didn't actually ban it. That's just the weird thing people are saying about what Twitch actually did. Are we near the cave? Where's the cave? Near the cave, we can come up through the well. Because there's loot. I can't remember if this is the cave entrance or not. It has been so long since we've been... It's been almost 3 years since we last came to Crow's Perch. No. There's a cave there. Wait, can we dive here? Dive. No. Okay, no, stop doing somersaults. Anyways, there's been a trend. It's a thing that used to happen once in a while on Twitch. But it suddenly since the whole simp banning controversy thing happened, it's showing up a lot now. Just the past few weeks, you've seen it everywhere. Where people are coming up with all these words that are supposedly banned by Twitch, that are not banned by Twitch, but they're saying they're banned by Twitch. One of them is pretty, and it's so damn ridiculous. I've seen it happen. It's just utterly ridiculous. These men will show up usually in Just Chat, and it shows up more in Just Chat than it does in Girl Gamers. But a female streamer, and it'll show up in any female streamer. More likely to in Just Chat, where this guy will show up in chat, just some random guy, and he'll post very specifically, "Hey, you're pretty, flash your tits." That's what it says. And this is something a lot of men are doing it. They're just copy and pasting. Thousands of men are doing it. They just copy and paste this phrase. "Hey, you're pretty, flash your tits." And then they get banned, obviously. They get banned by the streamer where they posted it. Well, that's the streamer and the streamer's mods banning them from that channel. That's not Twitch banning them from Twitch. However,
This does concern me.
because they do this, and then they get banned from the channel, they're banned from the chat, they then run to places like Twitter and say, they'll post the name of the channel, and they'll be like, "I got banned for calling her pretty. I wasn't doing anything. I just called her pretty, and she banned me." And they do this whole big boo-hoo thing. I've seen several of these myself, where I saw what they posted. They did not get banned for calling her pretty. But they're running around saying, "Hey, look, Twitch has banned..." Not Twitch didn't only ban simp, Twitch banned pretty. And so now there's this trend on Twitter, because of this, of people posting and saying, "Here's a list of words Twitch has banned." And, it has the simp and all the others that are on the regular simp list that everybody... but now it has pretty on it. And it's so damn ridiculous. They got banned for saying "flash your tits." They didn't get banned for saying "you're pretty." But that in turn has caused a trend in female streamers, new female streamers who are just getting started, wanting to know, asking other streamers, "Is pretty banned? Do I have to put it on my ban list? Do I have to ban people who call me pretty?" And pretty is not...
This?
It had nothing to do with pretty.
It's a tattoo.
It's just idiots being idiots. Okay, here's the broken bridge. There's the regular bridge. Was there anything down here by the broken bridge? I can't remember where the other... I know there's a path that leads down, and then there's like a little shrine, and it says something about a kid drowned there, and they couldn't find his body, so they put the shrine there, but then later they found his body washed up somewhere else, and then they realized there was like an underground tunnel or something. Then it gives you the clues, and then you figure, oh, there's an underground tunnel here, and you can go look, and yeah, now we can swim under. I can't remember where that is. It's here somewhere. I don't think we had the desert mod on the last time we were at Crow's Perch. So the desert mod makes everything look dramatically different.
Siri. Ziren. Can you hear me?
There seems to be a trend in people who don't know they're being immoral also, which I found quite bizarre. As I said, the people I've banned on my channel, and then I've seen them run all over Twitch. I find on Twitter, I find out about it because people will then retweet it at me with my name in it, and they're like, "Look, they're saying this about you." I'm like, okay, yeah, let's see. Eventually, if you're on the internet long enough, you're going to reach a point where you get famous enough in the eyes of certain people that they think, I don't know what they think. It's like they think if they try to slander you, it's going to get them more views. And I've reached that point apparently because it keeps happening. Yeah. But I've seen these people, because I ban a lot of people on my channel. I didn't used to. I do now. Yes. I reached a point where I was like, you know what? I'm sick of being harassed. I don't want to be harassed anymore. I'm just going to ban everybody. So, now I ban everybody. You used to have to do quite a lot to get banned, and now it's like, you know what? You can get banned for almost anything around here now. Look, children are not running and screaming in terror. We haven't killed everybody in this village in this playthrough. Wow. That tells me something. We hadn't discovered the Easter egg in this playthrough, because I think after we discovered the Easter egg that's here, I don't think there has been a playthrough since then where we didn't just massacre everybody in this town. Like I said, I don't like the Easter egg that's here a lot, and you start making jokes about it. Oh yes, I am going to ban your ass so fast. A lot of people have gotten banned because of the Easter egg that is in this town. And that's what I was just talking about. Then they run to Twitter and they're like, "Oh my god, you can't ban me for no reason. I don't understand it. I didn't do anything wrong." And I'm like, you were making jokes about rape. You are a damned immoral, indecent bastard if you think rape is something you can make jokes about. I don't know what type of morals your parents have, but you and your parents probably both belong in prison. Rape's not something you joke about. I don't like it. I do not like that the game developers thought, hey, this is our favorite rape scene of anything in history. Let's put an Easter egg to it here in this town. So, no. You're going to make jokes about rape. Yes, I am going to ban you. And then you can boo-hoo on Twitter. I don't know why she banned me. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo. You're an immoral piece of shit. That's why I banned you, okay? You think rape is something funny to joke about. I don't want you near me. That's why I banned you. I don't know what it is with what type of things people think moral decency is today, but the fact that rape is a common joke for people, especially on Twitch. How many people have we banned for making jokes about rape now? Somewhere around 40,000. And people look at the fact that, wait, is this the same channel? Yes, this is the same channel. I used to have 50,000 followers here, you know. Yeah, I've banned a lot of people. I have, what, 395, I think it says now. I've banned thousands of people. You make jokes about rape, I am going to ban you. That's a thing that people have pointed out. They were like, "Oh my God, your channel used to be so huge. You had so many followers." Yeah, you know what? I don't care about numbers. Numbers are not a thing that are important to me. You want to be an immoral piece of shit, you're gonna get banned. I don't care if I have to ban 10,000 followers from my channel. Obviously, I did it. And then people show up today, they're like, this is the largest Witcher 3 channel, but you only have 300 followers. What? I got mad and banned everybody. Because of Crow's Perch. Crow's Perch. We are in the location right now. Why I banned so many thousands of people from my channel. It was Crow's Perch. Here we are. We're at Crow's Perch. No, I'd like to kill everybody in this town, though. I really do hate everybody in this town. Once we found that Easter egg, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck are these people? Udarities. I didn't know the Easter egg, the reference, because it wasn't something I knew the reference to. So I did see it originally, and nothing was there. And then one day, one of my followers is like, wait, I never heard that before. When we came through here. He says, do you know what that is? I'm like, no. He says, you gotta go see that. I'm gonna send you a link to what this is, because you're really gonna hate it. I know you're gonna hate it. You don't know what this is. He was right. No, I didn't know what it was. So he sent me a link to a YouTube video from the original movie. He said, this line comes from this movie. They're referencing this movie. This is an Easter egg for this scene from this movie. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, now I hate this town. A lot. Let's kill everybody in this town. We killed everybody in this town. Every single playthrough since then. And every single time anybody in my chat starts pointing out that Easter egg and laughing about it, oh, that's funny, I banned them. And that's what started me banning people from my channel, was the Easter egg. That is here in Crow's Perch. It's not here in Crow's Perch right now because we're quite a bit later in the save of this game. But probably should mention, I hate rape a lot. Now, you want to be a supporter of rape, I'm going to ban you. And if you make jokes about rape, I am going to classify you as a supporter of rape, and then I'm going to ban you. But that's how my channel ended up with only 300 followers. For people who have asked, because a lot of people have asked, because a lot of people have showed up here at my channel, they're like, wait, I've been here in a few years. Didn't you used to have all these followers? What happened? This was a really big channel. What happened? I'm like rape, and I banned everybody, everybody and everybody who had any type of, hey, haha, that's funny about rape. Also, Bilberry is here. Did we do that yet in this playthrough? I don't know. We may not have. Because the Regis playthrough was not a completionist run, so we weren't doing side quests. We might not have done that. We put the Kill 'Em All mod on just for this town and the girl in Nineveh. We killed a girl in Nineveh and everybody in this town. In the second Avallac'h playthrough, we have the rare third ending for Family Matters active right now. But when you come to Crow's Perch, we just walk through the gate, and all of a sudden everybody runs away screaming and locks themselves in their doors. And everything, the whole town goes empty.
He was more serious.
Yes, there are 2 merchants here. Okay, I was thinking there were 2 merchants here. Oh, there's that bug. That is the HD graphics mod causing that.
Spot a cider for you? Or a bit of dry curd? Your lather's not exactly bursting, but what I got sure to please.
Somebody here has a mod item that we need. That's why we came here. And I can't remember which merchant. I just remember it's one of the merchants here. I think it's the quartermaster. I'm not sure. Is it you? Oh no, it's you. Because there it is. That's it. That's what we came here for. Wait, not that one. No. Okay. So was it everybody at Crow's Perch that has it? Could be everybody at Crow's Perch has it. Wait, did I want to sell that? Okay. What's this one? Yeah, read sales. That's fine. There's probably somebody else who pays more for this stuff, but we'll just sell it here. Because he is so extremely overburdened right now. We need to get rid of stuff. We've been collecting silver naganatas and I didn't notice. No longer overburdened. Did you run out of money? You ran out of money. He only paid 1 for that axe. Wow, that's not much. Okay. Do we have... Oh no, you ran out of money. Okay. There's no alchemist here. Your house is locked, ain't it? Or is it? Or is it just your house is locked in the other playthrough because we killed everybody? Yeah, it's just your house is locked. We're gonna steal all your stuff because we hate this town. Usually we just loot everything for the sake of looting stuff. We're just gonna take everything from this town. You have a stove. It's still going, all those things that we just unlocked from that guy. Oh, there's a lot of them. I noticed it earlier when we had this save file and I opened up the alchemy and I was like, wait, we can't make any of those things. That's right. How come we can't make any of those things? I know I made a mod that we could make these things. And then I remembered, I made them as a part of a mod. I made it as an... There was a mod that somebody else made, and I made an add-on to that mod. And we hadn't activated their mod yet. So once we activate that mod, the mod I made would then become active. We had to have Crow's Perch. Also, we are thirsty and fatigued and hungry, and there is no place here we want to stop and meditate. There's nobody in this town we trust at all. There's another merchant over here.
We meet again, Master.
Okay.
Show me what you've got on offer.
Okay, so you don't have anything we want, but we'll sell the stuff to you that we just stole from the other merchant. Might as well get everybody's money while we're here, too. No, not this. Buy that one back. The red ones we need, right? We don't need any more blue or green. Is that what we determined? We're still on our way to Karamar, and I know it doesn't look like it, but we actually are. We're just taking a very long ways to get there. We're on our way to Pella. These books. Last wish. We haven't read that one, it says. Okay, we should click on it then. We have got a lot of meat now. I put all of our food in our stash too, didn't I? We've looted a lot of food. Look at it all. We can probably sell those, can't we? I'm not sure though, so we won't yet. Okay.
So long.
We can be. We can do that. Yep. Uh-huh. We just did it. There it comes.
Oh yes. The elder blood can be fun.
He's probably gonna pass it before we get done. You have a stove. Okay, let's do that. There's nothing else we can do with the others. Let's see. Ah, there they are now. Alright, so we can now cook at people's stoves. That's what we just did. I made it possible to make every item in the game. But I forgot it was attached to the other mod. It was an add-on for the other mod, so we had to have the other mod active. That's why we couldn't do it before. It's actually a nice little house. Okay. We need to check the quartermaster, and we'll do those things on the way back. I confuse myself. If I try to do both sides at the same time, I end up missing stuff. So we'll just go all the way up doing one side and then come all the way back doing the other side. Locked. Alright. Tinfoil hat chickens. Look at the nice thunderstorm we made. Are you complaining because we're looting? Yeah, funny thing is, Family Matters is the quest that most people like. It is generally considered one of the more popular quests. I absolutely hate it. I never liked it to begin with. And I liked it last when I found out why the baby died. How the baby died.
Avallac'h, he prepared some special ointments.
And then we found the Easter egg, and I was like, okay, I just absolutely hate this quest. Family Matters is the quest you do with the Baron, where he's looking for his wife and daughter that have gone missing. And over the course of discovering things, depending on which path you take, which choices you make, what stuff you actually uncover, there's different ways, you find out different information. And usually, for most people, they're going to end up with the path where they're going to find out this guy beat her up. He was drunk. She was pregnant. He beat her up. She had a miscarriage. And so people then all of a sudden hate him, as they should. And they run with that whole thing. And that's usually as far as they get into that aspect of the story. They'll run into other things and learn other stuff about other characters. But in regards to the baby, that is how they find out what they think happened. And if you pick other options and do other things, you can end up finding out more information. And to do that, you have to go the route that most people don't go and talk to the Pella. Most people are not going to get that option because that's generally considered the more icky option that people don't want to go do. So they usually don't find out more. If you go that road, though, okay.
Me that old hen's teeth rots in my mouth won't go nearer.
What is that in their dish? I can't really leave this one. There it goes. Anyways, if you take the alternate route, you end up finding out more information. He was somebody who was prone to drinking. He was also trying to stop drinking. She was pregnant and didn't want to be because it was his baby. She also had another lover. She was an adulterous ass whore. She was running around with another man. And she made a plot with this other guy to get rid of her husband by killing the baby. So she went out and she had her lover buy this really expensive wine, beer, something that she knew her husband was going to want. Then deliberately tried to start a fight with him, get him upset, get him drinking. And then she killed the baby herself. He never beat her up at all. She set it up to look like, with her boyfriend, that she set it up to look like her husband beat her up. She killed the baby and then made it look like she had a miscarriage. And then she left. And her daughter saw all of this happen, so she left also and went and joined up with the witch hunters. That's what actually happened. And you end up finding out, yeah, he's a piece of shit. But damn, she is 10 times worse. I was like, these people are so damn messed up. Everybody in the Family Matters quest, they'll need to just burn in hell. Every single one of them. That quest is so damn messed up. If you find out the whole story, you realize she's worse than he was. Most people don't. Most people find out the first part where you find out, yeah, he was drunk and he was beating her up and that was a common thing he did. So, yeah, you should hate him. But then they don't find out the fact that she was worse than him and killed her own baby to try to make it look like he beat her up when he didn't beat her up because he had stopped drinking and was trying to reform. Is it, what type of psycho bitch does that? Other than, hey look, Siri. Yes, Siri did the same thing. Where they got the idea from for the Family Matters quest from the stuff Siri did in the novels. I've seen so many people who were so in love with Siri in the game. And they play the game and then they're like, we're gonna go read the novels. And then I'll play the game again. They always, I've seen so many people, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people do this, where they love the game, they love Siri in the game, and they're like, I want to replay the game, but you know what? I want to go and read the novels first. See, did the choices I make match the way the characters were? Can I pick choices that are more like the novels? Usually, by the third novel, they are so damn disgusted with Siri that they don't finish the novels, and they don't ever want to see the game again. Ever again. They just absolutely nope. Diagram? That's nice, we got that. I want to get all the diagrams. We don't need all the diagrams because we're not keeping the save file, but we'll get them anyways. Why not? Okay. I like getting all this stuff even though we don't need it. We could sell those here, but how much? You have 23,000. Probably none of these are going to be that low, right? These are bugged out. The prices shouldn't be like that. The mod, the exotic arsenal mod conflicts with. Is it real economy?
Take care now.
Conflicts with this. I've got multiple mods that change some merchants, and I think real economy is the one that's conflicting. I'm not sure. It might be one of the other ones. Conflicting with the exotic arsenal mod. So you don't have anything we want to buy, and we just sold everything to Yonda.
Avallac'h tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eridan's hands.
There's a person standing there. Okay. That's weird. You guys are all traders and mutineers, aren't you?
Show me what you
Technically, Avallac'h should fit in with you. He's a trader and a mutineer. Is that how you say that? Mutius, I think, is actually the correct word, which sounds weird, but some words sound weird. How much money we're coming out of here with.
See ya. Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying?
Give the devil someone to look.
Are these all gonna attack us?
Hide the young'uns!
Yes, hide the youngins. We're back. We hate you. That's hysterical.
Let's go. We must find the key.
Kind of, yep. Right. Avallac'h did say in the novels that he does things like this when he gets bored, so. Are you one we can't kill? Some of them we can't kill. Quest you.
At times,
You're the one we want to kill. We hate you more than absolutely everybody else. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't let us kill him. Yeah, it doesn't let you kill the ones related to quests.
I'm still a long way from mastering anything, but I am trying. Anyway, I did learn from the best.
There's still all your flowers now. I think by the time we get back out of here, all those
On
guards
small
will have
isle between Gunvik and Speakerog.
shown back up. Where's the well? There's a well around here somewhere we can jump down in. There's the well. Actually, I think we don't want to jump down in it, ain't that? That's too deep to jump down in.
Through a world whose sun had just died.
We was gonna loot those houses on the way back, though, weren't we? I kinda wanna jump down the well now. But wait, I think we also have more guards to kill. We're stuck up. You're good. Was there an invisible wall there? Yes, us. Can you kill the ones inside?
discouraged after a mere 8 attempts. See it out.
We can't let you go, can we? No, we can't. I guess we can loot out everybody we killed now. There's more of you guys showing up?
Nothing would make me happy.
You can drop that. Yeah, we use this. Quartermaster's just standing there watching while we kill everybody. Oh, we can sell all this stuff with our loot encampment before we leave. You know what? We should just go back through and loot everything in the town, then come back here, sell it all, and then go jump down the boat. That's what we should do. Ooh, it's a panther.
Nor yours.
There's no safe place to meditate here. Can we open this? No? Why does it say open? Won't let us turn those on. I think we can if we use Igni, can't we? Can we turn those on with Igni? Yes, we can turn those on with Igni.
Anyone home?
This says it's got loot in it. There it goes. The loot thing wouldn't come up so we could loot it. Most of the big houses that you find, like the Crow's Perch house here, most of the houses like it in Novigrad and Beauclair and Oxenfurt, and any village that has a big house like this, usually it's got some type of loot on the roof like this. So if you come up, if you're somebody who is loot crazy like I am, you can come up to the roof and find loot. I don't think there's a place that we have not been able to find loot in this game. I think we have found all the places you could loot. We spent huge amounts of time just exploring the rooftops. Also, any place that has pigeon poop on it, you can get up to.
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
How do we get in there? I know we could. Is it right here? I know we've done it before. It is here. Okay. In all the streams I've watched, I have never seen anybody find this room. There's no quest to tell you to find it. It's just a random, if you want to climb rooftops and explore. There's a huge amount of loot here. Crow's Perch is one of the bigger looting areas. It has a lot of loot in it. Also, there's lights here that are not lit up. Is it one? No, two. Oh, we can put them both at once. Hey, no, this is a safe place to meditate. We would meditate here. He's in very bad need of meditating. He's gonna just pass out before we leave Crow's Perch if he doesn't meditate somewhere. We use Witcher 1 logic for meditation. This place is not safe to meditate. Needs a full 8 hours. Witcher 1 logic for meditating. You have to find somewhere people that you trust, people that you know you are safe to stay with before you can meditate. There is nobody here where it is safe for Avallac'h to stay. Geralt, yes. If we were playing as Geralt, this would be a place where Geralt could stay and meditate. Geralt even has a stash here. But this is not a safe place for Avallac'h to stay. And so you're going to need to eat and drink again. We're going to need another drink. I'm going to go with 30. It's almost 40.
How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Okay, now we can climb back out. No, you can get out of there. There you go. Oh, if you can run and jump, you can get up on that other one, but Avallac'h can't run and jump. We've come up here with Geralt before, so I know you can get up on that other one over near the side, but Avallac'h is not going to make it on this one.
I shan't force her to do anything if that's your question.
True, he never did. He made all kinds of demands of Ciri. He never did force her to do anything. There was a ladder there, but it's a good thing we didn't die. The HD graphics mod doing that is somewhat annoying. that there's a guy sitting at that table and he's invisible. All you can see is like a neck ring. I can't remember what that's called. There's a word for that, but recently people have been referring to that as the Assassin's Creed bug.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn to control her abilities.
Wait, do I see loot sparkles over there? We got that loot over there already. That's doing that thing where they'll just do loot sparkle and go right? Is it possible to get in that hallway? Were we just in that hallway? No, we were not.
It's time.
Yeah, see, you can see it here with this guy that's walking by. I knew the Baron's guards are heavily affected by it. That was a complaint that people have been having with the HD graphics mod. The current edition of it. It does that. Not everybody has run into it. So I think it's actually a conflict. I think it's actually a conflict with other mods that are changing texture files. Because not everybody reports having it, and is it only the Baron's men? We were wondering the other day if it was also affecting the
Fancy a gander at our little stop.
female characters, the Tavern Girls. But then no, I determined the Tavern Girls was a different mod that was causing that, so. Is that it? We can keep the torches. Oh, Diamond Radiant. Also, we've got stuff that we're not selling. We should probably get our horse here. Get our horse here. And put stuff in the stash. I know we don't have our horse at all because... There you are. Alright, let's put stuff in stash. Okay, let's put these in stash. We have multiple Naganatas now. Okay, I'm gonna continue to carry the Naganatas for now, because we can upgrade those and use them. And they're not that heavy, they're only like 2 or 3 pounds, right? 4 pounds, yeah, not that heavy. That mod adds 52 new weapons to the game, but I only ever used the Naganatas. We did originally, when we first put the mod on, we did try out every single weapon And most of them I liked. There were only a few that we... it doesn't let me open it to read it. Okay, wait a minute. Leave your stash a minute. Read. Okay, so now we've read everything. Okay, go back to your stash. I see our horse running away. Okay. Okay, so both of those we did already have. So move just one of each. And can we sort by weight? Yes. So, okay, that's going by durability. Click the right one, sort by weight. Hi, Brass. Coming up. I see you. What you doing? You're gonna sit there? That's actually a good spot for you to sit. You won't be in my way if you just stay right there. I think we're not gonna move all the food because there's so much of it. We done? Okay. And we did this section, right? Quick sort those. You didn't stay long, Rask. Okay, do we have... I know I just sold them. Repair kits. Alright, we need to keep the next 4 or 5 repair kits. Okay.
Splendid.
Floating sword over here. Yeah, we could end up just... Oh, look at the sky. We could end up just stuck here killing guards. Because, you know, we do that. We get stuck in kill guard mode. I was wondering, do we actually want to go into the building and loot that? Because I know there's a lot of loot in there too. Was not planning to go to Crow's Perch out. That was completely unplanned. I remembered when I saw Crow's Perch, I all of a sudden remembered, wait, we couldn't do our cooking because we needed that cookbook. And it was a merchant here who sells it. Yeah, let's go loot Crow's Perch Fortress. Can we get both buildings? There's 2 buildings here. I think we can, can't we? Go on this one first since we're closest to it.
He seems to have aged.
Keep forgetting about the sky mod. We don't see it that often. Can we get up on the roof here? Just a roof we can get on. Doesn't appear to be. Unless we climb over this. Can we climb over this? If
Never mind.
Let's climb over that. No. Can we climb up here? No? That's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to get up here. It looks like there's a thing up there we can get to. But it also looks like we need to
There are many different worlds.
climb up
even
there to
more
get it.
forms.
It is an outhouse. Started pointing out outhouses. Somebody was complaining a while back, and they're like, "There's no toilets in this game." There's toilets everywhere in this game. How do you not see them? Okay, you can get on that. Can you now get up there from here? No, it looks like it ain't gonna let you try. No, it ain't gonna. It'll trigger an animation if you can, and it didn't trigger it.
Did you know?
So we can't get up there from here. It looks like there's a thing. Oh, you can see the sky so much better over here. It looks like there's a thing we can climb up on there. How would we get up there? Can we kill you guys in here? We can. Usually you can't kill the ones in the buildings. Can we go in every door?
This'll
I think we can. There's Gretchen.
shenanigans.
There you are. Can we talk to you?
Geralt!
We're not Geralt.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did.
Did she say where she was going?
Yes, I'm surprised. I mean, Siri in the novels would have been, child! Cut eyes out! Rip tongue out! Slash ears off! Stab, 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 stab in the head!
That friend of hers.
Child! Kill, kill, kill! And, yeah, what friend? The one you're talking to right now.
Friend. Any idea who it was?
What do you mean who? Her friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Siri hated children with a
Thanks,
vengeance.
Gritka. Have fun.
Complete opposite of Avallac'h.
I'm helping.
But he wanted to be around her.
Can you kill the monsters?
Alright, you continue what you're doing. Sooner or later we'll go to Lindenville and kill your mother. her mother is the reason we put the kill 'em all mod on, so we could kill her. And Crow's Perch, so we could kill everybody in Crow's Perch. I don't have the kill 'em all mod on right now, that's why we can only kill guards. It doesn't merge well with a lot of mods. It's not made well. There's a better way to make it so you can kill everybody in the game.
Try to reach the place where last we were together.
Why are you up there? How did it's okay? I didn't know there was a thing you could climb up on. I was trying to light that torch. Hi, Rask. You back?
I trust you did not make
That
a mess.
one's locked. Series room. Series clothes on the floor. Can't jump on the table. Alright, we can't jump on the table. Can't access the stash either because the horse now has stash. Hey, you're back. That was knocking out about it. We just used. Every time we go by here, are you guys gonna just show back up so we can just keep killing you over and over again? Is that what's gonna happen? Hey, we killed some in here at the same time and didn't know it. Yep. That was Whirl, by the way, that just activated. Whirl and Rend are so hysterical when people get that skill and then they're like, look how much better it made my sword to fight, and then they'll go, and nothing has changed because, you know, they haven't activated the skill. And then they just, look, my fighting is so much better. 90% of people play this game, that's what they do. You know, fighting. No, don't do that. That's weird. This is Rend. Rend has a specific animation. If ya ain't triggering that animation, ya didn't do Rend. And there's specific keys you have to push in order to activate it too. It isn't just going to activate on its own.
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts. See you there.
I need a nice side. Put it away.
No, we got a Whirl on you. As soon as it activates. There we go. No, there's Whirl. That's Whirl. Whirl, you actually spin around like a top. That's Whirl. It has a specific animation. And Rend has a specific animation. It's not just all of a sudden your sword's more powerful. No, it has a specific animation. You have to hit specific keys in order to trigger it. We're not getting any loot that's of any value. Right? Those swords only sell for like 2 crowns. But hate these guys. We play Avallac'h low friendly, so let's kill everybody here. Is there anybody else? Hey, you! I don't think we can kill you, though. Can we not kill you? I would like to kill you more than anybody else in this place. I'm pretty sure I didn't without the kill 'em all mob, we can't kill him. Yeah, we can't kill you. Alright. They'll leave. There's no looting here. Somebody trying to attack us. They keep the girls keep jumping into their almost attack mode.
Where are my clothes?
On the floor in that room we were just in. Siri's back in Crow's Perch looking for her clothes. You know, the clothes she was wearing, you see her take them and discard them on the floor, and she tells you they gave her new clothes to wear, and yet you see her wearing the exact same thing. If they gave her new clothes to wear, they're not going to give her the exact same thing she was already wearing. Why doesn't the game actually show her with different clothes? I think the way they intended at that point, you're supposed to notice her clothes should change and you're supposed to activate the DLC outfit. I think that's what they intended. But why didn't they just have the DLC outfit activate on its own there? I mean, why do you have to go and manually activate it? And story-wise, logically, that would be because her DLC outfit is armor. And this was a group of a bunch of men who were renegade soldiers, so armor is what they would have given her. So logically, story-wise, with what we're told, and you go there and her clothes are still laying there. We just saw them. They're just still laying there on the floor. Logically, that is the point where she would switch to the armor for the DLC. But if you didn't pay attention, nobody does. I mean, nobody pays attention to the story when they play this game. That's why they can end this game and think, Siri is so sweet and kind-hearted and loving and wholesome. And I'm like, uh-huh. Did you see or hear anything she did in this game? Where does sweet, innocent, kind-hearted, or wholesome come from? I've never found the source, but that's another thing. So many people use that exact same phrase. That phrase is not in the game or the novel. So, somewhere, that phrase is a meme to the point that thousands of Siri fans just quote it line for line. Siri is so sweet and kind and loving and innocent and big-hearted. She's none of those things, not even close to any of those things. And she's better in the game than she is in the novels, but you could barely call her any of those things in the game, and there's no way in hell you could call her any of those things in the novels. Somebody once, they were streaming, they had played the game, and then they started reading the novels. And they were playing the game again while they were reading the novels. And so every episode, every stream, they'd be playing the game again. and they'd be talking about what they had gotten up to in the novels at the same time. And they reached a point where they finally met Ciri, and it's a long time before you meet Ciri, because Ciri's not a character who was originally intended to be in the novels. Geralt starts out as the main character in the first two novels, and then you can tell it reaches a point where the author is kind of like he got bored with Geralt and ran out of things to have Geralt do, but he wanted to keep writing the story, so he introduced a new character, which is Ciri. And all of a sudden Ciri's the main character, and from that point onward, it's like, Geralt who? Wait, was there a Geralt in the... I remember Geralt at the beginning. You can go 700 or 800 pages between C and Geralt. He's rarely in the novels. Once Ciri enters the novels, you're not going to see Geralt very much at all after that point. Because Ciri is the main character once she is introduced. If you read a lot of novels, it's a common thing. You will see a long series be about one character, and all of a sudden it's clear the author got bored and were like, yeah, I don't want to write about this guy anymore. This character's more interesting. I'm going to write this character now. And all of a sudden you have a different character becomes the main character. A lot of novels do that. And so Ciri becomes the main character. And she was playing the game. And every stream she'd be like, yeah, this is what happened next in the novels. And then she gets to this point where Ciri shows up. And she's like, Ciri's so sweet. Ciri's so cute. Yet she is when she first shows up. She's 7 years old when she first shows up in the novels. And you see this little kid. And you're like, oh my god, this is so cute. This is Ciri. And you don't have to wait very long before that changes. And she was a few chapters later, a few days later, a few streams later, she's like, I don't like where this is going. Why do you keep reading? And so every stream after that, she loved Ciri in the game, and so she was so excited to see Ciri in the novels. But then every stream after that, she would continue to update on, is this how Ciri's supposed to be? Is this what Ciri's really like? She was becoming more and more disenchanted with the Ciri as she was reading. And she finally reached a point where she's like, I don't want to read this anymore. I don't even want to play the game anymore. I didn't know Ciri was like this. Usually around the barroom scene, and that was the situation with her. She got to the barroom scene and she couldn't read it anymore. Most people, that is where they stop. A lot of people, they will stop at that point and they won't read the rest of their novels. They get to the barroom scene, they're like, oh my god, I didn't realize this is what Ciri was. I can't read this anymore. And you see it so often where people get so excited to read the novels and they don't realize how bad the stuff in the novels is. There was one guy, he knew I was in his chat one day.
I'm still a long way
Somebody had
from
asked a question and I'd answered their question to the person in chat. And then he was like, wait, your kid's here in my chat. And so he started asking me questions. He was reading the novels. He started asking questions. He was in the 4th volume. And he was describing this. He'd gotten to this point with Philippa And he's describing what he was reading, and he's like, does he ever get any better than this? And I'm like, oh, you haven't even gotten to Leo yet. It's about to get worse. It's about to get a lot worse. You're walking into Missile. I mean, he is so close to coming up on the Missile scenes. And so he's asking me, he said, does it ever get any better than this? And I'm like, oh, if you think that's bad, that's nothing. It's about to get a lot worse. He says, when does Avallac'h show up? And I'm like, it's about to get a lot worse, and you're going to meet Avallac'h in around 50 pages. He's like, well, you like Avallac'h. I'm going to keep reading to Avallac'h. And I'm like, if you're so horrified by what you just read with Philippa, you don't want to meet Avallac'h, I guarantee it. But no, he got to Missile and Leo. So he never did meet Avallac'h. He stopped with Missile and Leo, which is another place where a lot of people stop. A lot of people get to the scenes with Missile and they become even more horrified, and then they stop. Usually at Missile's death, a lot of people get to Missile's death and they're like, oh my god, I can't read this anymore. And they'll usually stop there. It is one of the worst scenes in the entire series. One of, not the. There is one worse.
As I said, this
178, Lady of the Lake. Just before 179, Lady of the Lake, is the worst scene in the novels. That's when Yennefer dies. Which a lot of people don't make it to 179 because they can't get past, oh my god, Yennefer just died. Yeah, Yennefer in the game. And I'm like, why is Yennefer in the game? Because, Yennefer did die in the novels. But you get to Missile's death, and a lot of people are like, this is more than I can take. Avallac'h shows up during the Missile scenes. That is when he shows up, and that gets a lot of people really upset with Geralt. There's a lot of people who do the same thing I did when they get to that scene with Geralt, and they're like, what the fuck? Geralt, what is wrong with you? A lot of people actually miss that is Avallac'h too, because it doesn't say his name until right at the end. It goes for 7 pages where Avallac'h's talking to Geralt, and it never tells you that it's Avallac'h. It just tells you that Geralt is talking to an elf, and it just keeps saying Geralt and the elf said, Geralt said this, and the elf said that. It never tells you until right at the end of the scene that it's Avallac'h. And a lot of people miss the fact that is Avallac'h in that scene. They're so horrified with Geralt that they don't even notice who Geralt's talking to in that scene. But the daddy-daughter relationship, that scene really hones in the fact that, yeah, Geralt hates Ciri. And there is no daddy-daughter relationship in the novels, and Geralt hates Ciri a lot. A huge amount. And I've seen so many people get to that scene and they're like, they don't want to play the game anymore because they all of a sudden hate Geralt. And they don't finish the novels because all of a sudden they hate Geralt. Okay, that was an examine button, which I didn't realize that, yeah, the quest is already done, so it don't trigger anything. I thought it was a loot button. I clicked on it. I don't know. I knew when I went into reading the novels, I knew they were not like the game. And I had been pre-warned by others that Geralt's not like he is in the game. And Ciri is not like she is in the game. These characters are quite different. So I did go into reading the novels expecting it to be different. And also, I wasn't a big fan of Ciri. I think that's where a lot of people get hung up. Because my father was in a coma for a really long time. I know what it's like to try to take care of somebody who was in a coma for months and then was years recovering, relearning to walk. That's not an easy thing to recover from. And you have the scene in the game where Avallac'h has just woken up from a coma and Ciri's like, yeah, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna leave him alone. That scene pissed me off in the game right from my first blind playthrough. I've never liked Ciri because of that, because I know somebody, my father, who was in a coma, and I know what it's like. You can't leave somebody alone. That really made me hate Ciri in one of the very first scenes in the game of Ciri. I mean, this is a scene that is very early, one of the first times you're interacting with Ciri. And it gave me a very low opinion of her. So I never liked Ciri from the game. And then I went into the novels with the whole, okay, she's a piece of shit, and she's supposedly worse. From what everybody had told me, you know, she's worse in the novels than she was in the game. So I wasn't affected by it when I saw how very bad Ciri is in the novels. And the stuff she's doing, it was like, okay, yeah, I knew she was a piece of shit. I didn't realize how big of a piece of shit she was. That seems to be the problem why other people, though, get so mad. I've seen so many people people who like the game hate the novels so damn much. People who like the novels a lot of times hate the game because it's so different from the novels.
So unfortunate. I'd hoped you wouldn't have to witness this.
Does that kill you guys again? No, okay. But I think a lot of people go into reading novels from playing the game. They played the game, they love Ciri in the game, they jump into reading novels and they know nothing about the novels, so they don't know the characters are so different. They don't know that Ciri is a villain, and that she is a mega super villain, and that she is just got a bloodlust for killing children. They don't know that because this wasn't in the game. And so they don't realize how incredibly evil she is. And they go into reading the novels so insanely in love with her that they have a hard time dealing with it when they're all of a sudden, oh my god, this is what she's really like? I think that's why I've had so much wild craziness in my chat, which I can't have chat turned on. I either have to stop playing Witcher 3 or don't turn chat on. I cannot have chat on while I play Witcher 3. It is not possible. The series fans are insane. And a lot of it is series fans after they've read the novels.
True, but she also needs training. She must
And it's
learn to
like,
control her abilities.
it's like they put Ciri up on this ivory tower pedestal. And then they find out she's different in the novels. And they can't deal with it. So they have to lash out at somebody. And then I'm the one that's usually playing Witcher 3 all the time. So my channel is always in the Witcher 3 category, even when nobody else is. So my channel's the one to lash out at. And then they get here and it's like, wait, you're playing as that guy, and you've got Siri, we're already mad, now there's things to be more mad, so they just go crazy. And it's like, half the time I don't think they're actually mad at me or my channel or how I play the game. It's like half the time they're so damn upset that Siri in the novels was not what they thought she was going to be. They got to lash out at somebody. So they lash out at the first person they find playing the game, and half the time that happens to be me because I play it so much. Don't think there's any loot in here, is there? I think there was upstairs, but I don't think there is
And above all,
downstairs.
beware the witches of Crookback Bog.
Did somebody die? That green flash happens when somebody dies. Hey, somebody died.
Looked like you got soused last night too.
That's another thing. A lot of people, a lot of men, seem to go into the Witcher novels thinking they have this image of what Ciri looks like in the game. You got tiny wasp waist, big ass, big boobs, not wearing hardly anything. And even though she's only 16 in the game, she looks older. She does look a lot older than 16, but she is 16 in the game.
You must let her resolve her grief on her own.
And then they get to the novels, and she's 7 years old, probably somewhere around 500 pounds. The reason she gets caught by so many villains is because she is so super mega fat, over obese, on top of obese, that she can't even get a waddle up. She's going to get 2 or 3 steps, and then she's going to collapse in her own blubber.
Cyril will wait.
Ciri is fat in the novels. And I've seen people be like, oh, well, yeah, we like fat girls. You don't comprehend how fat Ciri is in the novels. Ciri is like a whale that got eaten by a walrus that ate another whale, and then an elephant on top of that ate them all, and is so fat she can't move. That's why she gets caught all the time. She tries to run, and she can't run. Her horse can barely lift her, and she's 7 years old, and she's got a big stallion. And she is insanely obese on insanely obese levels. A lot of people don't expect that because she is so damn skinny in the game. And then they keep waiting, and they're like, well, she's 7 years old, and she's, having sex with all these men, and, oh, now she's 8 years old, and she's having sex with all these men. When is she be an adult? Oh, let me think. Well, she's 12 years old when she's living with Avallac'h, and you're pretty close to the end of the novels at that point. The novels end, Ciri is only 14 years old. She's only 16 years old in the game. There is never a point in the Witcher franchise where you see Ciri as an adult. We can't kill you. No, it won't let us attack him. Which I hate that we can't attack him. Let's look at the night sky and pretend the jackass isn't there.
You get the jitters?
You know, you're exactly where you're supposed to be when you say that. So we've looted everything we can loot, except for those houses that we missed back there.
We do. In the land of the NL.
You wouldn't have said that. Person. It actually had a name. There was a name. You would have said it that way. Everything where they lived, it all had names. All the rivers and everything, it names them all. Can't remember all of them. But they're all listed. There's a horse. We'll come back and get you in a minute. We're going to go back and loot these houses.
How did you fare on board Mountain?
Yes, I've decided I want to go down to well. Wait, no, I dropped a mouse. Wait, was there anything here? No? There you go. I know if you take off the HD graphics mod, these invisible guys stop being invisible. That is a chunk file error, I'm pretty sure.
That is precisely one of the reasons why girls abhors you.
It's not that difficult to fix. I would have to determine exactly which characters it's affecting, because that mod edits so many files. I think, can't we change this? Yes, we can. Oh, we could. Give it more light. These brazzers, this brazzer and that fire, they exist exactly as you see them in the game here in Cyberpunk. No, not Siri.
Can you hear me?
Where are my clothes?
Avallac'h's having a nervous breakdown because he's been Crow's Perch too long now. He needs a hug.
Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
Yes, Avallac'h needs so many hugs after Crow's Perch, doesn't he?
Come, we must go.
All right, we'll talk later.
Which, yeah, I really don't think he could have tolerated the hell he went through here. He was extremely suicidal and morbidly depressed very badly in the novels. He wasn't on the verge of killing himself. I don't think he would have been able to tolerate very much at all. He was just so on the edge at the point we saw him in the novels. You just there it goes. We're trying to change your lights, but then I remembered yours bearing some meds.
You'd never live within 500 yards of Syria.
That's true. Nobody on that ship would have let Avallac'h within 500 yards of Siri if they were in the novels. Another thing is, why? I mean, Siri trusted Avallac'h a lot in the novels. He was the one she considered her best friend after Missile died. But nobody else did. Not even the other elves. Nobody trusted him. So why is anybody in the game trusting him? That there's a huge amount of illogic behind the characters in the game, and look at that night sky. I like that. Okay, so we did everything on that side.
Not here. Not now.
Right? Everything on that side, so it's the houses on this side that we need to do. Also, right here. That scene, Killing Monsters, that is the E3 2013 trailer. Yeah, it's right here. And you know what? It sounds like we didn't do it. We didn't do it, did we? No, we didn't. Here it is.
You'll shut your
This is the
trap if
Maid
you want
Bilberry
this to be
cutscene.
done,
No, we
sir.
didn't do it.
The man that needs to concentrate.
Your whore son's home.
I said
Yeah, I
shut
hate
it.
this. This is what I was just talking about.
What you looking at? Want to be next for a thrashing?
Oh, we've already gotten one. We hate you.
What's going on here?
Sir? Midhunter, help us.
My men need some diversion from time to time.
If you miss this, you're going to be hunted by this guy for the rest of the game.
I can't let this happen.
Because that's Maid Bilberry,
Figured it
and they're going
might
to
end
kill her
this way.
after they get done raping her. Yeah, just kill everybody. You're all dead. Now you all dead. Okay. Yeah, this is later in the game. Throughout the game, you keep meeting this guy. He keeps talking about Maid Bilberry, Maid Bilberry, Maid Bilberry. I'm going to kill you because of Maid Bilberry. And most people don't know why he's hunting her. If you walk past here, and there's only a very short amount of time when you can do it. It's after you've brought Avallac'h into the game, which is what this save file is. Right after you've brought Avallac'h into the game, if you come back here, that will trigger. And you can save Maid Bilberry. If you walk through here, which just leave Crow's Perch and go back to the bridge, you hear them calling out for help. That's what I said. I thought I heard him. That's why we came down here. You hear that guy call out for help. He's the knight who is going to hunt you throughout the rest of the game. If you just leave and don't do this. That girl is Maid Bilberry. If you come back here after he's calling out for help and you just leave, because most people don't hear it, they just hear it and they're like, oh, it's background noise or something. They don't pay attention. When you come back again, there'll be a letter on the notice board that shows up, and it talks about, I've lost everything. The Maid Bilberry was killed. It tells you the whole story. She was raped and killed, and they killed her father, and they killed her family, and this was her husband, and now he's gonna go kill it was her fiance, and now he's going to hunt down the man that let it happen, which is Geralt. And throughout the rest of the game, you see this guy. He shows up everywhere. Every town you go to, this guy keeps showing up, and he keeps saying, I'm going to kill you because of Maid Bilberry. And most people encounter this guy, and they're like, what is he talking about? This is what he was talking about. He shows up if you didn't rescue this girl. That girl right there was Maid Bilberry. And that's the trailer, the Killing Monsters trailer. That's the same girl from the Killing Monsters trailer, which you see at the beginning of my game, but you don't see it at the beginning of your game. Because I switched out the trailer that's at the beginning of the game with that one, because I like that trailer better. But yeah, that's why I was asking as I was coming into here, did we do it yet? Because this is the save file that would have triggered it, and we didn't do it yet, obviously, because it was the save file that triggered it. That only triggers at a very specific time. But there's a lot of stuff in the game like that. They're called hidden quests. And there's never a point where the game tells you to go do them. You just have to be at the right place at the right time for it to trigger. And if you ignore it, you can't go back and redo it.
As I said, this stone was to reunite the pair of lovers.
Did we loot everything in your house? We couldn't get through the door because you were standing there, right? Yeah, we couldn't get through the door because you were standing there. You almost never see anybody rescue this girl. And because of that, you almost always see everybody encounter the knight who was set to kill you because made Bilberry. He never clearly tells you why either. He's always like he's gone crazy and you can't, he's not making sense. So if you didn't read the notice board note, you don't know that there was a girl named Maid Bilberry that was murdered here. And if you missed this quest, because that note doesn't show up and he doesn't attack you if you did this quest and killed these people who were attacking her. Yeah, there she is right there. She's gone back into her room now. That is Maid Bilberry. So with this save file, now that we've done this with this save file, that knight's not going to show up and hunt us. Because there she is. She's still alive. Almost nobody ever realizes. Almost everybody's going to encounter tonight, but very few people see the letter. And even fewer people see this scene.
So why not?
We are done here. You need a drink. Get a drink. Is that supposed to be a loot crate on top of a loot crate like that, or is that a mistake? I don't remember ever seeing one on top of another like that before.
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
We're looting almost completely identical items out of every shelf in this house. It's pepper and water. You're crying, but there's no sound effect for it.
Dumb oaf.
You guys got some expensive stuff here. This is the guards' hidden stash. You guys hiding it from the guards. Is this the last house?
I thought we ended 6 feet under the birches. Why do you have to play the hero?
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
What are you doing up at 1 a.m.? Can we get up there? Wait, is that a thing we should be able to climb up? There's pigeon poop up here, so it's telling us we can climb here, and obviously we can. We're up here, but there seems to be no reason to. Did we do this house yet? And I've gotten confused. No, I can see we didn't. Same thing here, pepper and water.
Everything. Arwen. Sarah.
It seems like an odd combination. Also, we're close to 3 hours. Ooh. I don't want to stop and save in Perch. My bed is just like this. I have a mattress right here on the floor right beside me with pillows on top of it. Just like that. Doesn't look like that, but it's just like that. It's a mattress on the floor with pillows put against the wall. I don't have an actual bed. I can't get up in and out of a bed. Okay.
Wait, she needs time. We must let her resolve her grief on her
And
own.
that's the last house we looted on this side. I remember that house was the one we last looted. Okay. So we can go back to the well. And there's a cave down underneath. We go down to go stop and save down there. There's a merchant here. Are you out in the daytime? That one isn't, but this one is. So, let's sell you some stuff. Or did you run out of money from last time? I don't remember. We'll find out.
Show me what you've got on offer.
And get refreshed your money. We needed repair kits, but we needed them for weapons. So we sold the armor ones. Did we get any weapon ones? How much you paying for these? Yeah, 2 coins. That's what I thought. All these ones, as I said, we aren't getting anything of. Ah, I didn't want to sell that. I just said don't sell it, and I sold it. Buy it back? Yeah, go ahead, buy it back. That's fine. Oh, that's right. We can sell these 2 saddles. I remember we checked them and then we forgot to sell them. Mutton. All the pepper we got. We can sell the pepper. We never use it. Never use the onions either, so we sell those. Get all the blueberries. Wow, we got a lot of blueberries. Is that it? White eggs. Is that poison apple? Poisoned apple. Okay, sell that. The poison apple actually poisons you, so it gets rid of your hunger if you're desperate, but it poisons you. Same with the magic mushrooms. Okay. Okay.
So long.
Now,
One for the price of two.
okay, so put that over there. Put that on. Is that enough to? That's enough to fully do it. Okay. Put that one back because that one's the one that's upgraded. Alright. So now we go back to the quartermaster
Mainly
and
desert
Fergus.
creatures, able to survive months on end without water.
Yeah, quartermaster, then Fergus and Yonda, and then we go jump down a well.
Avallac'h, he prepared some special ointments for me.
Can we go over? There's stuff on your roof, but it looks like we can't get up there. So it appears to be Baron's men. You know what? Wait a minute. It's Baron's men torch bearers that are going disappearing, right? It's this one. Let's see.
Through a world whose sun had just died. I barely reached the next passage in time.
Gameplay, community, no man's land, regular. Baron Bandit, strong, weak. Baron. There is a Baron Bandit weak torch. Is it you? It loads in like that when we first load it in, but then when we flip through it, it goes away. So it is that one. Okay. Baron Bandit, Drunk, I think was the other one it looked like. Yep. Okay. Baron Bandit Holger.
At times, one must use reason
Yes,
rather than
okay.
beliefs.
So it is those ones that I thought it was. So I'll have to go into those files. I'll have to go into the HD graphics mod and remove those files from that mod and see if that fixes it. Not sure. I don't think I have any other mods that edit the Baron's map. So I think there's an error in those files. Yes, see, there's another one there warming himself by the fire, but you can only tell by his neck ring, which is, I can't remember what that's called. The neck ring thing is supposed to load invisible, and for some reason it's loading that so you can see it, but it's loading them invisible. And see, there's another one right there. Let's go talk to you. Our horse is right here.
Never mind.
How may I assist you?
You dismantle
Wouldn't
stuff,
mind a
don't
look at
you?
your stock.
Do you dismantle stuff? Because we have stuff. Which one? Armorer. Weapons kit. Okay, buy 3? Buy 3. Okay. Wait. Right, not shop. Dismantle. Okay, you do dismantle those. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, let's dismantle stuff in here as well. Go back to the shop. Means we now have things we can sell you, right? No, you don't buy those. Okay. Okay. Crafting. Do you? I don't think he does, but let's see. Do you craft? No. I think only the Runewright crafts the greater ones, right? I think so. Okay.
So long.
So we don't need to talk to any of the others. Because we don't have any more stuff to sell. So we're just going to go jump down a well. That's what we're going to do. I think we can't jump down this well, though. This is a deep well we have to climb down. Somewhere there's a well that you can just jump down. It's not that deep, so you can just jump in it. And it's fine. And then there's another one. Looks just like it. It's the exact same 3D model, exact same texture file. But it's in a different location. Different town, different city. That one is like, the ladder is like 3 ladders deep. So if you jump down that one, it's insta-death. And I saw it. We were in the city and I was like, oh, there's that well we can jump down. And we ran over and jumped down it. And it wasn't the one you could jump down. It was one with the long ladder. We had... Because the 2 wells look exactly alike. And I had the wrong one. So we jumped down and died. Like the one with the long ladder is in Oxenfurt Square, and the one that you can just safely jump down in is in Novigrad Square near Passifleur, I think. Is there? Wait. Is there anything up here? Did we go up here? There's a ladder there. Can we climb this ladder? No? Why not?
How long did I lie there?
There's a thing to get up there. And this just goes nowhere, right? No? No, wait. What did we find? We found loot. Bag of potatoes. Bag of potatoes is actually good loot. Lots of potatoes. And we can go up, and there's a guy up there. You know, it's kind of illogical to have the little lookout there on the side. This. And then have the whole side over here just open. Yes? The whole point of that is you can shoot an arrow out, but the enemy can't shoot arrows in. But all the enemy's gonna do is go around one of the other sides, and the whole side's open the rest of the place. Alright. The purple hollyhock, and they actually put a purple hollyhock. Most of the flowers in the game, it says something, but it shows something else. Like the mole yarrow. Yarrow is like it grows straight up, and it's almost like a small tree. It's really woody. It grows straight up, and it has like ruffly leaves that grow all around the edges, and then right on the top, it's like a flat, wide thing, kind of looks like a cloud, with like 200 or 300 little tiny flowers that grow across it. Look it up, yarrow. What does it show in the game?
Very good. On time.
An orchid. When you pick mole yarrow in the game, it's an orchid. This plant right here, that's an orchid. That is not a yarrow. That is a yellow orchid. Nowhere near looking like a yarrow at all. Alright, where's the ladder? There's the ladder. I'm pretty sure this is a long ways down. Oh yes, this is a long ways down. If we tried to jump, it would just so much death. Yeah. Trying to get into the habit of remembering, hey,
That is
climb,
precisely
don't
one of
jump.
the reasons why girls
I like jumping in these holes that we find in the game, and that's not a good thing to do. You can't. Your fall damage is. Oh, how do we get down here? I don't remember, and I can't see the down. Can we just jump, or do we have to go somewhere else? I think that might have been insta-death. We can't see. We can't see him. We don't have our horse. Alright, it says our horse is close enough by that we can access our stash. We have the lamp though too, don't we? There we go. Now we can see. Do you put that away when you loot? No, you don't. Okay. So we can still see what we're doing now. Now we can see, yes, that was lots of death down here. I think there's like steps we can get down. We just have to go around to get to them. And we're about to go over 3 hours right now. We're looking for a place that is safe to stop and save, because Perch is not a safe place for Avallac'h to stop and save.
The passage is here, past this wall.
Not a safe place for us to leave him for the night. And since I don't know which way we did this quest during the Regis playthrough to get to this safe, I don't know. Is there monsters to fight here or not? Nothing seems to be attacking us, and I think
Took you a while.
it's a bilge
Did you run
hag,
into
ain't
trouble?
it? Or is it a water hag? I think it's a bilge hag. But I think she would already be attacking us by now if she was here. So we must have done the version of the quest where we come up through the well, I think. Either that, or after we unlocked Crow's Perch, we came down the well because we knew it was here and already explored it. There's stuff in water. Is that it? Can't tell. It is so dark. Did you just glitch out while you done? No. Okay. You didn't glitch out. Alright, we're gonna have you guys stop
Alas,
here
this
for the
awaits
night.
us all at differing stages of our existence.
Okay. Apparently Windows tried to update, and now you caused the game. I missed clicking on the game. Wait a minute. Do that again. I was reading what that message said. Apparently Windows tried to update while we was playing the game. And it gave me a message about it. Because it couldn't. And 3 hours, 3 minutes. 3 hours just went over 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 2 seconds. So we stop here. Is it snowing? That was the snowfall. I think I'm gonna go look outside and see if it's snowing. Anyways, I'm probably gonna start the next episode right up. I think. Unless I do like I did last night and go to the bathroom and I'm so tired by the time I come back that I just fell asleep and didn't wake up for, 18 hours? Yeah. My fatigue levels are just, who the hell knows? Also, let's change this. That way I won't have to change it to start of the next episode because I always forget to. And the only reason I had to write the episode number this time was because I changed it at the end of the episode last time. So, next episode will be 1119. There we go. Now it's set for next time. And are we ready to go back to Cameron? No, we were on our way to Depella. We got sidetracked by Crow's Perch. Wasn't planning on Crow's Perch. So we need to go to Depella. We should be able to go back to Kaer after we visit Depella, so we may be in Kaer in the next episode. I don't know. Unless something sidetracks us again, which is likely. You know how I play the game.